The call to action report emphasizes outcomes and our need to focus on fruitfulness. And I want to take a moment and particularly highlight that. When we are unclear about our purpose as an organization, we fall into the pattern of measuring inputs rather than outcomes. We start measuring how much time we spend on something, how many people are working on it, how much money we spend on it, without really looking at what the results are. And nonprofit organizations and the church are especially prone to that. I remember some years ago visiting a large, well-to-do church in the United States, and I asked about their youth program, and a couple of the lay people said, "Bishop, we think we've got the very best youth program in the whole state." And I said, "Well, tell me about it." And so they take me down this hallway. Now, this is a well-to-do church, and we step into a youth room, and it's got flat screen TVs, and it's just got all this wonderful furniture, and it's painted in bright colors and everything like that. And they say, "We've remodeled these rooms right here for our youth ministry." Not only that, Bishop, we have 2 vans that have been given by our members that are for the exclusive use of our youth ministry. And not only that, we searched the state, and we selected who we think is the very best youth director from across the state. And not only that, now like I said, this is a well-to-do church. We set aside, and I forget what the number was, but it's like $30,000 a year in the church budget just for use as a discretionary fund for our youth ministry. I told you, Bishop, I think we've got the very best youth ministry in the state. Now, did you notice anything missing in that description? What about the youth? Well, when I asked that question, they said, "Well, we have about 8 or 10 youth that attend here." Now, what is the fruit of a youth ministry? Number one, it is fair to actually count heads, to say how many youth are we actually reaching? How many lives are we actually touching in some significant way? And number two, the fruit of a youth ministry is what is the change of life that happens in the life of that young person because they're a part of that? How do they learn to become more compassionate, learn more about the spiritual life, learn more about following Jesus, learn more about prayer, learn more about how to get along with people? Those are the things that are the fruit of youth ministry, the numbers of youth reached and the change of heart and change of life that comes with that. So all these other things, the facilities, the vans, the budget, the volunteers even the youth sponsor, all those things are input rather than fruit. And when we become unclear about our focus, then what happens is we think because we've spent twice as much on something, we've done twice the job. And so that's why we've got to emphasize fruitfulness.